Okay. Okay, we're ready when you are, Mr. Chair.
Good morning. I'd like to call the meeting of the San Luis Obispo County Hearing Board special meeting on March 4th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Call it to order today, please. And if Alicia, if you could call the roll call, please.
Yes. Chairperson Johnson.
Here.
Member Reddy.
Present.
Member Carr.
Here.
Alternate Campbell.
He's muted.
I see you here. Just trying to help you get. Can you unmute yourself, Dr. Campbell?
Here I am.
Good morning.
Morning.
And alternate Vesely. Good morning.
I'm here. Good morning.
Great, thank you. Okay, I do believe we have two alternates that have not yet served on our board. So we need to administer the oath. So if you can give me a moment. Alternate Vesely and alternate Campbell, I'm going to read the administration of oath, and if you can just accept the oath when I'm done, that would be great. It says, I, Dr. Robert Campbell, and I, Robert Vesely, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
I will. And I will.
Thank you. Okay, and then just as a reminder, the public can participate via teleconference by calling the phone number listed on our screen and entering *9 to raise their hand, as well as attend this virtual webinar using the ID at www.zoom.us. And any written public comments or materials were set to be received by the clerk yesterday at 1 p.m. and we did not receive any. And with that,
let's move to item number 3, consideration and adoption of a resolution regarding virtual meetings. And I see that there's in the agenda, a resolution attached to that.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chair. I think I can address this. I'm Tim McNulty, counsel to the hearing board. We currently have a hearing set for March 23rd of 2022. And in order for us to be able to hold that hearing virtually, we need to adopt this resolution. If we don't, then the meeting, whether it happens on the 23rd as currently calendared or whether it happens at a later time, will need to be an in-person meeting. We think that if the board is willing to do it or interested in doing it, that the facts exist to adopt the resolution that's attached to the agenda that would allow that meeting to be held virtually. And that's why it's been presented to you today.
Any questions or comments from the any board members?
No, I'd make a motion to approve resolution number HB 2022-001 as included in the board packet.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
thank you, Mr. Vesely. Thank you, Mr. Reddy. Are you ready for a roll call, Chairperson?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Chair Johnson.
Yes.
Member Reddy.
Yes.
Member Carr.
Yeah.
Alternate Vesely.
Yes.
Alternate Campbell.
Yes.
Motion passes unanimously.
Well, item number 4, consideration and approval of the October 14th, 2021 hearing board meeting minutes.
I'll be abstaining from that. I was not in attendance at that hearing.
Yeah, I noticed that, this is Tim McNulty again. I noticed that of those who were in attendance at that hearing, today we have only member Carr and the chair Johnson. So it might be that we want to reconsider this item when we have 3 of the members who are attending at that meeting. There's no need to do it necessarily today.
That's fine.
We continue this item to the next meeting.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we need a motion for that?
we might as well
Okay.
make it clear what we're
I'll
doing.
accept a motion to,
Just public comment.
Oh, thanks, Jeff. Yes, we should probably take public comment on the item.
Okay.
Or-
Alicia, I'm not sure, does anybody show that they're interested in speaking?
We do not have any members of the public that wish to speak on this item.
Okay, if we could go ahead and have a motion to just continue it to our next meeting.
Yes. I'm sorry, do we need to make a motion to do that or just,
Let's just go ahead and have
Make a
staff
motion.
put it on the next agenda.
okay, that's fine.
Sorry about that. Okay. And then the next item we had on the agenda, Mr. Chair, if you don't mind my jumping in for a second, is
please do.
it's a proposed closed session. We have, there's currently 3 pieces of litigation, 3 cases that have this hearing board named as either a real party in interest or an actual defendant. And we wanted to take just a few minutes in closed session to describe what's currently going on in those cases and how it might affect the hearing board's decisions. And before we can have a closed session, we need to take public comment on the closed session. And that's something that we should probably move to now before we go into closed session.
Okay. Alicia, is there any members of the public who indicated interest in speaking?
I do not see the hand raised of the 2 members of the public that are here present. So we do not have any members of the public that wish to speak on this item.
Okay, then I would just believe now it's appropriate to go into closed session. Mr. McNulty?
Yes, so normally, of course, we would all either empty the room we're in or go to a different room. So Alyssa is going to undertake a number of steps to make sure that the only people that remain are myself, you board members, and Alyssa, and hopefully we'll get there in a couple of clicks.
Yes.
Yeah, Gary.
When we're finished with that, we'll report out of the closed session as well. So members of the public who are in attendance today, if they tune back in, and that won't be long, it'll be a very short period of time from now, we'll be able to hear a report out if there is one.
Okay, so at this time, we are going to ask that any members of the public leave the webinar, or they will be removed once I terminate the live stream. I will be pausing the recording and also locking the webinar so no members can rejoin. The public will be able to review the closed session report out on the recording as soon as it's posted to the district's website. So that usually takes about an hour for us to download the video and post it to the website. So at this time, I am going to lock the webinar and dismiss any of the members of the public, as well as Mr. Willie and Mr. Minery. So give me 1 second to do that. Or maybe a few seconds.
I assumed I could just leave, right?
You could, yes.
I'm going to leave.
Good job.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, let me stop sharing and